Hi friends, welcome back to the Be Your Best Show. It's Jess here, and this is the last episode of this week. I'm recording these all on Friday from the studio, as you know, and then they're going to come out the following week. So I'm super excited about this one because this current week that I'm recording this in, because I'm coming to you through time and space and through the Wi-Fi connection or the data. Okay. This past week, I joined these, it's called morning study calls with this peak performance mindset coach. Her name's Hannah. And anyways, I decided to go to these calls. I've heard a lot about them. I went to a networking event. It's whatever, where he's like, this is so woo. Like, this is so like mindset-y. And I'm like, you know what? I tried the non-woo version. So I know how that works out. So let's try this other way. Maybe I'll love it, maybe I'll hate it, but I won't know until I go. So I'm going to these calls. They were at 6 a.m. live. I made it live the first day. I made the replay very proudly the second and third day because the first day, the 6 a.m., the wake up, it just like, I don't think that's my natural body clock. Anyways, they have this, their like mantra, their biggest phrase is let it be easy. And this is all about mindset. And so I'm going to share my take on this, on letting things be easy, inviting ease into your life, because this comes down to your core beliefs. If you believe that in order to succeed, you have to struggle. In order to achieve, you have to sacrifice. In order to be successful in your career, you have to give up something else. If you believe that one is a trade-off for the other, that's exactly what's going to happen. You will struggle, you will sacrifice, you will give up things. If you believe that you can have it all, right? Then you're going to find a way. If you believe that things can be easy and you can be successful, if you believe that there's no sacrifice required to achieve something, then that's the perspective on which you're going to see the world, and that is what you're going to create in your life. And so what we're talking about today is allowing things to be easy. If you have, believed and felt like things require sacrifice and a struggle, or maybe you achieve something and you're like, I didn't struggle enough. I don't feel like I deserve this. I don't feel good enough for this. Those are conversations about your core beliefs, your self-worth, your perception of yourself, how you see yourself, how you show up in the world. And we want to change those, because what's a life of you believing that you're not good enough? You are absolutely, like, being here, being alive, being in the world, that makes you good enough, that makes you worthy, that makes you qualified. Like, being here, doing the things you're doing qualifies you to have the success and the happiness and the health that you're having. And the second, if you start, self-sabotaging, and like, let's say you go on vacation and you're like, I feel like I didn't work hard enough to be here, you're gonna spend your whole vacation like feeling guilty and like constricted. Anyways, some of these ideas that I've learned recently, they're like really speaking to me, right? Because I'm like, yeah, I even like look at the way things showed up in my business. I believed that you had to burn the midnight oil and work nonstop and see nobody and have no friends. And the first year in business should be a grind, and you're gonna like work these crazy hours and make no money. You guys, when I started making money, I felt like I didn't deserve it. And then a few months later, I had all these expenses so that I was making no money. And I'm like, what part of that was being a logical business owner? Or what part of that was a subconscious belief that I shouldn't make any money the first year in business? And these expenses showed up, right? So this is what I'm saying, like, where I was like, okay, some of this stuff is so woo, but I'm like, yeah, I took the non-woo approach. And you can explain this all from a linear, like, logical fashion. But when I'm looking back at some of the things that like have happened in business and in my life, and I'm like, yeah, those beliefs about like not feeling worthy or not deserving it or not being good enough, or how much money was too much money or not enough money to make for certain things, I actually can look back and see, like, 2020 hindsight, some of these pesky things showing up. And so that's why I bring up letting things be easy. I've decided from now forward, that I want to change that belief that like success requires struggle or sacrifice, and you can make things hard or you can make things easy. And what actually inspired this episode was not a woo event. It was my building superintendent. So ironically, we moved into this like new condo apartment unit, And the next door neighbor, I'm like saying hi, whatever, and really chatty guy, really nice guy. And then we find out he's like, yeah, I'm the superintendent in the building. And I'm like, oh, what are the chances like we just get the unit beside the superintendent? Like whatever. Nice guy, like whatever. And yesterday, so we see like when he's at the desk and stuff, we'll say hi. And I guess he kind of handles maintenance or whatever. But yesterday I went to like pick up a package because I ordered packages. And he goes, you girls, you have an online shopping addiction. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I swear, I look at the board 1101, like your unit always has packages. Oh, you always have packages. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, okay, well, thanks so much. He's like, well, did you get your package today? And I was like, well, no, I only ordered it this morning. And he's like, this morning? And I was like, oh, there's more coming. And I realized like this is ironically the night before I went on this like Amazon spree, okay? And don't hate me, listen to the story because I know a lot of people like to hate on Amazon. I'm not an Amazon hater. I'm an Amazon customer and I'm proud of it, okay? I used to like be embarrassed that I like Amazon, but you know what? They have a great service. It's super convenient. And this is why I will not hate on Amazon, okay? I absolutely understand. Oh, so anyways, the story. I had placed this big Amazon order, and I had placed another one the night before too, I think. But all things I didn't know I needed at the time when I placed this specific order. I understand hating on Amazon if it's like your grandma's birthday and like you're buying a gift for her off Amazon instead of supporting a small business. Like that is somewhere you can support a small business. And like this is coming from a small business owner, okay? Like I am all for small business. Don't get me wrong. However, this order I placed on Amazon, I realized we're like out of garbage bags, I'm out of like cooking oil, I need protein bars, crackers, and like we're out of salt and coffee filters. So I write this list down of all these things. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to this, actually the coffee filters were separate. Gonna go to the store and get this. And the week before I had ran out of coffee filters and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a stop at Dollarama tomorrow. And I'm gonna put this on my to-do list. And I swear this story is going somewhere. Okay, so stay with me. I put this on my to-do list and then I was like, wait a sec. If I'm working on inviting ease into my life and valuing my time, and I hope you can see I try to like put these episodes together so they kind of like, you can listen to one and get something out of it, but if you listen to all of them, there's like a storyline going on, you know? So I'm valuing my time here. How long is it gonna take me to like make this extra stop at Dollarama? And my life's very convenient because I'm downtown, right? It's like, it's not that far. It's like literally on my walk to Starbucks, which I go often. But how long is it gonna take me to go in to buy these coffee filters? And then when I get inside, how much time am I gonna spend looking for and purchasing stupid shit that I don't need? Dollarama is like my crux. Like I go in there and I buy, I'll go in there for coffee filters. I'll walk out with spending $20 on what? Like you literally useless crap, okay? Like I'm like, oh, perfect, this hand soap, and like the hand soap, it's like $4. Like it's actually, it's not cheap like it used to be. So I'm just, anyways, me and my Dollarama qualms, okay? Anyways, so then I go, let me check Amazon. And it was like $2.50 for a pack of like a 200 coffee filters or something. And then I was like, okay, you know what if I just ordered this or added this to my next order and it shows up at my door, and then I save the probably 30 minutes I'm gonna go to Dollarama, and probably even if the coffee filters are $1 more, I'm gonna actually save more, but not having to spend my time on this and to not spend my money on useless crap when I get to the dollar store. Oh my God, this is so worth it, right? So I had done this the week before, and then I'm like making this list, garbage bags, protein bars, crackers, salt, whatever. All things that I'm like, I'm gonna go to the grocery store for. And then I was like, wait a sec. What if I just ordered these? What if I just ordered these on Amazon? So I check, and sure enough, it's like the exact same prices as when I like get them from the grocery store. And this is my thing about supporting Amazon versus supporting small business. None of these items were things that I would have bought from a small business, okay? It's like it's like Dollarama, Freshco, Independent City Market, Amazon, like they're all big business, they're all massive corporations. So this is my take on it. If you disagree, like that's fine, let me know. And if there's something I'm missing here, then please educate me kindly on it. But I'm like, supporting one big business over another, like either way, I'm probably buying these items from a big business. Like I'm not going to a small source, a local independent coffee shop to like buy coffee filters. Like that's just not real life, that's not realistic. So I placed this order, and the next morning, the superintendent's like, oh, you girls are like addicted to online shopping. And I was like, oh, you haven't seen the Amazon order like coming tomorrow. And like I said, like I didn't place all separate orders for each of these items. Like I tried to like compile it into one order to like save on the packaging, and I recycle, and you know, I'm out here doing my best, okay? So don't come, like Julia, my sister, environment lover, like she's hating on me all the time. I forget my bags when I go to the grocery store. I have to buy new ones. I have like a whole box of reusable bags at home, okay? Just, this is who I am. Accept me for who I am, okay? Anyways, the point of this, I realized it took me 10, 15 minutes to actually order all this stuff off my phone. And I'm like, wow, I saved myself like so much time, so much energy from like making an additional trip. Maybe even, probably not because I live downtown, but like if I didn't live downtown, like getting in my car and like driving and like, okay, then it's like, Julia, the eco argument, my car is burning gas. Like, sorry, okay, I don't own a hybrid. Anyway, so it's like you're spending all this time and extra energy. What are ways that you can actually make life easier for yourself? It's okay to make it easier, right? When you have this extra time, I had extra time to relax that night and not have to worry about these packages, like going out to the store and like lugging home these like heavy bags of these items that, you know, I could have got from wherever. I just bought back myself a half an hour to spend on whatever it was. So when we're talking about being your best, valuing your time is the best thing you can do for yourself. And where in your life can you make things easier? I'm not saying go and be an Amazon fiend, okay? I do appreciate a good Amazon order, but where are there ways, like that episode on personal automations, like how can you make scheduling easier? Like routine, monotonous tasks, like my cat food, my cat litter like shows up, it's like auto subscription, it gets delivered, I don't have to worry about it. It's just one less thing. And one less thing. You think if you just spot one less thing every week in your life to worry about, 1% better every day or every week, like that's like thousands of percent in a year. Over 3,000% improvement by 1% better. It's exponential, not linear, okay? If you're like confused with exponential versus linear, let me know. I can send you a video on this. But where can you make life easier for yourself? Where can you, like, instead of saying like, I have to sacrifice, I have to struggle, I have to like, you know, if you're like, I have to go and like carry these heavy bags and grocery shopping is so hard and like, I have all these errands to run and like, are you letting it be hard for yourself? And I'm not saying like, absolutely, there are hard things in life. There are, but where can you make it easier for yourself? Like systemic oppression and racism, that's hard. That's not something where you can make easier for yourself. That's a systemic problem. But individual problems, okay? Where can you individually make life a little bit easier for yourself and not like feel guilty, like, oh, I'm gonna spend this time like, you know, putting extra hours in at work, right? Relax, enjoy, appreciate, say thank you, right? Like, thank you, Amazon guy, you made my life easier. Accept it graciously. This is another thing from these calls, like, if you want to expand your life, if you want more, your ability to have more comes down to your ability to receive, to accept things graciously. So if you can accept this delivery graciously, go, thank you so much. You made my life a little bit easier, right? If you feel all guilty and ashamed and doing this thing off Amazon, like it's the same situation, it's two different reactions. So let things be easy for yourself. I challenge you, do something this week or today to make life a little bit easier. And maybe that even just comes down to being organized, right? Like write a list of all the groceries so then you don't have to worry about it all the time. And then when you go to the grocery store, your list is there, boom. It's a little bit easier for yourself. That's a good thing. Accept it graciously. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Amazon delivery guy. And that's enough from me today, okay? So it all comes down to your perspective, your beliefs, and it's okay to accept things graciously. It's okay to have lots in abundance because that means when you have more, other people have more. So I hope this was helpful for you. Send me a DM if you like this episode and I will see you next week. Bye.